Today we're going to talk about the best perks for survivors. Going through YouTube, you'll find a lot of different types of builds that will help you achieve different things. When you're going through all the different pages of perks, it can be an enormous job trying to put together a great team build. So today, I'm going to share with you the best and most complete builds that are perfect for any survivor that's stepping into the fog. The first build I have for you today, I like to call Echoes of Speed. And the first perk I have for this build is my favorite exhaustion perk in the game, and that's Sprint Burst. It allows you to break into a sprint at 150% of your normal running speed. It's the best exhaustion perk in the game, and if you're not already running it, you should be. And if you're not familiar with 99ing your sprint burst, that's something you should really be learning because it's so vital in situations where the killer is involved. It's also very beneficial for multiple reasons, including getting to the hook to make a save faster so you can start the heal faster and get that survivor back in the game. I really love this perk to get me to a generator as quick as possible so I can get to work and start the objective. In a defensive way, Sprint Burst is great because it allows you to get to a loop with a pallet to run the killer at. So again, if you're not running Sprint Burst by now, you should be. The next perk in this build is Deja Vu. This perk allows you to see the closest 3 generators so you can break up a 3-gen and you get a 6% repair speed at fixing generators as well. Next up for this build, we have one of my favorite perks in the game, and that is Windows of Opportunity. This perk highlights all the vaults, pallets, and breakable walls when you are within a 32-meter range. It takes away the stress of where your pathing is going to go because it allows you to plan ahead. I love it because it allows you to see the pallets that haven't been used yet so you can get to them when you are in a chase to help you run the killer and loop the killer longer, extending the chase. One thing I am confused about this perk is, why does it show us breakable walls? Maybe somebody in the comments can let me know, because I'm lost on that one. Now the last perk for this Echoes of Speed build is Resilience. It has great synergy with the rest of the build, but the only drawback is you have to be injured to gain its effects. But well worth it because once you're injured, you'll be able to unhook a survivor, sabotage a hook, vault a window, heal a survivor, cleanse or bless a totem, open both exit gates, unlock chests, and repairing generators at an increased speed of 9%. Alright, here's the second build I have for you today. It's one that is centered around healing. I like to call it Rapid Recovery. It consists of Yoichi's Empathic Connection, Aurella's Do Not Harm, Claudette's Botany Knowledge, and a very rare universal perk, Will Make It. Empathic Connection allows injured survivors to be able to see your aura when they are within a 96-meter range of you. There's also a secondary benefit with this perk, and that is you heal other survivors that are injured at a 30% speed increase. Do No Harm allows you to heal other survivors at a 50% speed increase for each hook state that they have, as well as gain a 3% progress for succeeding a great skill check. Botany Knowledge gives this build another 50% when healing other injured survivors. The last perk for this build is a universal perk, Will Make It. When you rescue a survivor from the hook, you gain a 100% speed increase while healing others for 90 seconds. So altogether, that's a heal speed of 230% when healing another survivor that has at least one hook, and a crazy whopping 280% heal speed when healing a survivor that's been hooked twice. Now on to the third build of the video, and this one focuses on generators. Solo queue can be really tough, and your best bet is to count on yourself to get the job done. So that's why I like to call this build Gens Before Friends. The first perk is a universal perk, Deja Vu. The second perk is a Felix perk called Built to Last. The third perk is owned by Rebecca, which is Hyper Focus. And the last perk for this build is a unique teachable perk owned by Detective Tap. And that perk is Stakeout. The toolbox I would use for this generator build would be the Commodious toolbox. It has 32 charges and increases repair speed by 50%. It's great for sabotaging a hook as well, but we're using it strictly for repairing gens. The 2 add-ons I would put on would be the Socket Swivels, which would increase the toolbox repair speed by 30%, and the second add-on I would use is the Wire Spool, which adds 12 charges to the toolbox. Now the first perk in this build, Stakeout. A great perk and a fun one to use. For each 16 seconds you're within the killer's tear radius and not in a chase, you gain a token, up to a maximum of 4 tokens. When Stakeout has at least 1 token, good skill checks are now considered great skill checks. Consume 1 token and you'll get an additional 1% bonus to generator repair progress. This works really well when you pair it with Rebecca's teachable perk, Hyper Focus. With Hyper Focus, after you hit a great skill check while repairing a generator, you'll gain 1 token up to a maximum of 6 tokens. Each token increases the chance of getting a skill check by 4%. The skill check cursor speed also increases by 4%. 20%. But the best part of this perk is that it increases by 30% of its base value every single time you succeed at hitting a great skill check. So having stakeout, even if you miss a great skill check, your good skill checks become great. But it gets even better when you combine those two perks with Deja Vu. So you'll break the 3-gen and at the same time repair a generator with an extra 6% repair speed. Just watch as Yunjin repairs this gen at a rapid pace. These 3 perks together are deadly to a killer's nightmare of getting gen rushed. The generator progress just speeds along the way to the finish, and during the overall course of a match, that accelerated gen progress will really help push the escape factor much higher for the survivors. And to perfectly round out the build, I like to use built to last. The first time you enter a locker for 12 seconds with a depleted toolbox, you'll have your toolbox reloaded by 99%. The other 2 times you do it, your item is refilled 33% less. So you're getting a lot of value out of that perk, especially when you pair it with the commodious toolbox with a socket swivel and the wire spool. Not to mention the other 3 perks, Hyper Focus, Deja Vu, and Stakeout. That's a powerhouse of a combination. It'll be a game changer in any match. It's the type of build that can shift the game's generator pressure. Now imagine if somebody else on your team is running Prove Thyself. That would just be so overpowered and such a massive benefit. So out of these 3 builds, which one do you see yourself using based on your playstyle? Also, let me know in the comments what's your favorite build to run and the type of playstyle you like to play. Also, if you enjoyed this video on survivor builds, you should definitely check out the video I made that's all about the deadliest killer builds in Dead by Daylight, which are extremely effective. Thanks for watching.